It's McKen Law Firm at 509-765-4451. Mr. John Luke McKen, serious consequences of being born on 1950, and November 15th of 1950, where the McKen Law Firm was established. The McKen Law Firm in Moses Lake, Washington, 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-619. It's been established, the McKen Law Firm at 509-765-4451 since the call from Donald J. Trump. He called it Freddie Grant County Courthouse and also the International Airport, and also showing up at Boeing about Air Force One. They decommissioned Air Force One because Donald Trump was assassinated July 13th of 2024. Now, the second year of COVID celebrated became a holiday. To push out the system, the President of the United States of America, they're going to push him out of the system with the COVID authorization. Think of a society of how they have assassinated and taken out Air Force One, Jim State at Larson Air Force Base and Army Base. Remodeled, did photos, and tracked information. Andy Miller, Norman J. Mattis, conversation phone calls, President of the United States, 45th, 47th President of the United States, and how they erased information and put it in service, breaking McKen Law Firm's window out with their threats and allies and intimidation and services, and going to hospitals and service and policy, providing service in pharmaceuticals and FDA and procedure policy regulation and law firm administration office. We got this four rocks established in the front entranceway. To establish that, eradicating their service and policy regulation, they continue to come in here with their agencies and services and policy regulations and services. How are they going to partake in testimony and make increments to society of how they're going to bring the administration office to their discretion, to their advantage, and bring in testimony and services, and didn't work out for them out of any way, shape, or form because we had so much video erasing all the information and partake services. They had to go through channels. We personally had to go to federal courthouse, to which they didn't think they could come out to federal courthouse. Testimony in their services administration office to a law firm. I think we'd be scared for our lives, Testimony in service administration office. Come to an entrance doorway without no warrant or any kind of procurement of service. How they broke the window out, and then take the window to Work Source Choice Lumber out of a people bus in boxes, proving the fact of how it was paid for. How it was replaced and dragged to federal courthouse, replace a bulletproof window in Bob Ferguson Attorney General's office. And this is the entranceway to the doorway to McKen Law Firm, recording a locksmith on video URL. And he's not the owner, of course. And his locks and keys and services were not his, belonged to McKen Law Firm. And then put upon themselves how they fabricate DVR video, making false statements. Carla and John Luke McKen intimidating Carla, intimidating John Hazen McKinnon. For pharmaceuticals, dental records, how they're going to erase information attached to the electrical bill, the Benton PUD bill, the Richland bill, the Richland City Hall, Ryan Lutzkin, Erica Singer, Norma Rodriguez, the Benton County Justice Department, to take their video and erase that video of Ryan Lutzkin and Norma Rodriguez on video of Benton County Justice Department for appeal that's been authorized. July 13th of 2024. Now, Air Force One was done by Donald J. Trump in person, being the 45th President of the United States. And then during the COVID, they figured that the second holiday come around, Donald Trump be dead, all his family members would be eradicated, like John F. Kennedy and his threats, and his siblings, his biological family members killed, executed. The JFK Kennedy building in Richmond, you know. No, they have such false, fake news going on to this day. Like nothing happened. I'm Melania Trump, Donald Trump coming to the residence, making phone calls. Bill Gates, 1835 73rd Avenue. His title and his service, and then Mr. John Hazen McKinnon, knowing Microsoft paid for it in person, and also the ownership of services with authorized, with deposits. You know, fixing that internet cable and Microsoft components, stay connected to the McKenna Law Firm. 509-765-4551. And then fixing all the damages that were done in the front and back and entranceway, of course, the tree line. Connected to the internet system and the power bill, water bill. So we got the nuclear plant. We have everything properly engaged. McKenna Law Firm of 509-765-4451. (509-765-6019). See, this internet system, Bill Gates, owner of Apple, owner of Microsoft, 1835 73rd Avenue, the Google services, all the Microsoft components and services that are damaged, DVR, Chromebook, Surface, Apple 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All these warranties that paid for it. And then go to the Kennel Police Department in Richmond City Hall. In the federal courthouse and download a Chrome, DVR, and channel for the federal courthouse for the appeal. And then come in here. They come here, try racing information attached to McKen Law Firm with their threats. McKen and Carla, their general records, their pages, their purchases and ownerships on property, estates. McKen Law Firm at 509-765-4451. Fax. (509-765-619). Now the McKen Law Firm (509-765-619) carries a Central Service Administration Office. And we got Air Force One, Doomsday, Ivanka, and Donald Trump, ready to commission Air Force One. So he went in person to Air Force One to have them build Air Force One for the presidential election, because him becoming the 47th president, they did a counter measure. The Army base, Larson Air Force Base, how they're gonna stop them, fly to Qatar and have them, shot down, service and policy regulation, and the service being the President of the United States being shot at of course, Pennsylvania, not too far from Delaware, and also the Service and Policy Regulation of Service Administration Office of Pennsylvania, Butler County, and Commonwealth states. And then bring in lower Trump in the presidential primary election and carry the archives and policy regulation of the ownership and policy regulation of services. The McKen Law Firm in 1950, Mr. John Hazen McKinnon, ownership of property, and Carla McKinnon, the policy regulation of service, bringing presidential election into the Oval House, bringing the campaign assassination into the White House, into the Oval House, in terms of the Society of Decommissioning Air Force One, their plans of the Service and Service Administration Office of falsifying documents, but beating Kansas City 2 years undefeated champs by Philadelphia Eagles, bringing the championship up to the White House, number 47. And of course, Mr. Hogshath and Mr. Doug Bergman, and also Pete Hogshath, the Department Secretary of State, the Pentagon, and Marco Rubio, the mayor of Florida, Service Administration Office. In 1835 203rd Avenue, Mr. Hazen driving me to Bill Gates' Estates and Property Management to build that $200 billion deposit for the 20-year sentence. For 20 years, $200 billion deposit. And Delaware's, not too far from Delaware, Pennsylvania, Commonwealth of Butler County, his assassination plans are aware of service by Melania Trump, 50th and 56th. She did a video URL confirmation for her kids have her husband being murdered. And they didn't do nothing about it. 47th President of the United States of America, and here you behold, President become the President of the United States and running for election, Donald J. Trump Jr. Now that Oval House picture, redecorating the Oval House, the policy regulation of the Wall Street and Wall Street Journal and Time Magazine, in the service of contributing that dollar value, we got that United States Army General at work. United States General of the United States Army. A brand new general and policy regulation authorizing that COVID authorization by Norman J. Manus, 45th and 47th President of the United States of America. And that policy regulation, that service of 47th and 47th President of the United States of America, and also the 45th President of the United States of America. We have a service of policy regulation of the campaign of the successors of Norman J. Manus and the General of the United States Marines, to bring that promise of bringing America back to its finances and Service Administration Office that countermeasure all that. And McKen Law Firm at 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-619.